there, my name is Julian, and in this video, well, I finally got access to IX3 by Webflow. So this is the new version of Webflow animations, which is powered by GSAP. And first things first, it's friggin' awesome. That's all I have to say. That being said, I started using it, and honestly, I just felt so extremely lost until I watched a couple of videos. So what my goal here in this video is to show you how to get started with it. So this video is for anyone who's been using Webflow Interactions 2, Webflow's classic interactions, whatever you want to call them, and you have just gotten access to IX3, but you don't really know where to start. So I'm going to show you how it works, some of the new features, and we're going to make a really simple animation here happen, where all I want to happen is when you click this button, this ball is going to bounce over to the side and then go back. That's all I want to happen. It is a very simple animation. I don't even know yet how I'm going to build it, but I've been playing around for long enough with IX3. So anyways, let's get right into it. First things first, in order to access IX3, you need to go over to interactions over here. And as you can see, mine is already set to this. If you haven't set it, then it's probably going to look like this. And all you need to do is go down to the bottom over here where it says version and select interactions with GSAP. So then you have a couple of different options over here. So in this case, what we're going to do is click. And then we have a couple of different options. We have some preset stuff. We have fade in, fade out, slide in left, slide out right, and all sorts of cool stuff there. I'm going to go ahead and do custom because all this other stuff is fairly self-explanatory. So let's go ahead and do that. And then if you're used to Webflow IX2, you're probably going to look at this and be like, what am I supposed to do now? Don't worry, I am going to show you. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is go back, actually, and you're going to want to name this animation. So I'm going to call this like ball bounce, just like that. And now we've named our animation. And something that I got really scared of when I started using IX3 was I thought my animation was gone because it, as you can see, where is it? It's not showing up. Well, don't worry, go over on the left panel here to interactions right there and just click it. And then find your animation. So as we can see here, I have ball bounce. So there we go, we're safe, your animation isn't gone. So anyways, it is named and you have it set to click here. So what you can do is you can target a certain class, you can target an ID, you can do a custom selector with CSS, whatever you may want to do. I am a huge fan of using attributes in Webflow. I think it's so flexible. I just think it's the best way to do everything. So I am super excited by that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add an attribute. It's best practice to start custom attributes with the word data. So let's go ahead and do data dash anim. And then for here, we can do like button. There we go. Okay, so we have that now. Let's go ahead and open ball bounce again. And so again, we want to do click on target attribute. And we're going to do data dash anim and then button. There we go. Pretty sure that's what I named it. Hopefully I didn't forget. We have some other options here. We have scope, so what it's going to affect, children, siblings, parents, all sorts of stuff. Very flexible. I haven't played around with all of this. I just finally got access to it, but I love how Webflow gives us access now to kind of do anything we want. Then we can select each click, first click, second click, odd click, even clicks, custom clicks. Again, when are you going to need that? I don't really know, but it's really great that they give you that flexibility. And finally, you have play from beginning, play, reverse, all sorts of different controls there. You can set delays, you can set the speed. Very cool. And this is just the options they give you for the trigger. So anyways, we've configured that now. Let's move on. When data anim equals button is clicked, what's going to happen? So here we have a action, and let's go ahead and just call this ball move. All right. So then target. This is preset to same as trigger, and you may have not even noticed that this is something that you can change, but you can. So I'm going to go ahead and click that because, well, we need to, and I'm going to need to select the ball. So let's go over to the ball now and set another animation, or sorry, another attribute on it. Let's go over to settings and then do custom attributes, and let's make it data dash anim. Value is ball. Excellent. Okay, so now back over here and let's do ball bounce. Okay, so now we have ball move. Let's go ahead and set this to attribute name data dash anim. Value is ball. Great. Okay, so we have that now, and now we can control it. And as you can see down here, we have a timeline view, which shows ball move. We're gonna get back to that in a minute once we add something else into this interaction. But anyway, so what we're gonna do now is configure this. And we have our properties over here. We have type, so from and to. This is really important because essentially it's allowing you to set, okay, currently the ball is over here. I wanna animate it to be over here. Or let's say the ball was over here, you'd wanna animate it to go from something else. So let's say minus 100% to that. So this is super powerful. We have opacity, move X, move Y, scale, and we have all sorts of other stuff that we can add. This is a simple animation, so shouldn't be a problem. So anyways, let's go ahead and do move X over here. So we want to move it to be, let's say 100%. I don't think this is going to do what we want it to do. And let's set the duration to 2 seconds. See what happens. All right, so it just moves it 100% the width of the ball. So let's see what else we have over here. Let's maybe work with pixels just to make this a bit easier for the sake of the example. So I'm gonna do, let's say, actually let's do 80 viewport width instead. There we go. So now it would move over there. Then let's go ahead and set the ease. I find power 1 in out to be kind of like ease from the old Webflow interactions. I haven't played around with all of them, but it seems to do the job for me. So as we can see, it goes over there. Nice little easing, very smooth, thanks to GSAP. And that is great. So now what we're gonna wanna go ahead and do is set another one. So I should actually rename this to ball move out. There we go. And now let's add another action. Again, we're gonna do custom, and let's rename this to ball move in. The target here, we're also going to set to attribute, and we're going to do data anim is ball. There we go. And now we are going to do 2, and we're going to do move X 0 viewport width. So this is set to start after that, start at 2 seconds, and let's set the duration to 2 seconds again. Now let's go back to the start of this and see how it looks. The ball's going to move over there, and then the ball is going to move back, which is exactly what we want. And down here in this timeline view, which we can zoom out of, we can, let's say, easily change this to start a bit before, which in this case would make no sense, but if we were working with different elements, it would. We can zoom in, we can zoom out, we can set to speed it up, we can just play it like that. It makes everything so much easier. Anyways, the goal of this video was not to give you a complete and total overview of everything with IX3. It was to just show you the basics and get you able to start toying around with it and making some of your own animations. So if you like this video, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you're building with IX3, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.